Hi everybody, this is Jen from Scrap and Posh, and I am here with an Artistic Studio Creation Design Team project. I know you've seen me make at least one of these, and some cards, and a giant mini album with this collection, but I think I made a total of 3 pocket letters. One of them I've already posted. This one I'm going to actually mail out, so I was going to get ready the little bits and bobs that I include in the pocket letters. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some envelopes out of scraps. I do not have any paper left from this collection, so I just found some thin pattern paper that I have. I have a whole 3-inch approximately stack of it. So thin pattern paper with a neutral design on it so that it doesn't clash with the Cosmos, or the, is it Cosmos? No. The Moonchild collection from Prima. I don't think the Moonchild collection is available anymore on the store, but we always have, Crystal ASC always has some Prima in stock typically. So if you like the Prima paper, definitely check that out. She also stocks Stamperia or Stamperia, Ciao Bella, Graphic 45, which is my favorite. So, and if you're interested in seeing how I made that pocket letter up there, right after this little stuffing the envelopes tutorial chat, I'm going to do a sped up version of layering all those together and getting those put together. So hopefully it'll be just a tad bit different by doing this part. So I've already made one. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 9 pockets. However, you don't need to fill them all with tiny envelopes, because you could do like a washi tape swatch or something like that, which takes up a full pocket, and you don't need an envelope. So what you do is you cut your paper down for a 2 by 3.5 envelope, which is the gift card size, which is also the size of these pockets. You cut your paper down to 5 by 5. And it says right here on the We Are Memory Keepers envelope and punch board to score at 2. So for those of you who get a little confused, I think I did that wrong. For those of you who get a little confused with the directions, as I know I did it first, I think I did that one wrong. So on the envelope punch board, if you guys ever have used the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, they're not available on Crystal's store anymore. She had them for a while, but just go over like a brief. This is how you do it. So the gift card size is 3.5 by 2, which is also the size of your pockets. And essentially what you do is you follow this little guide. It says to cut your paper at 5 by 5 and score at 2 inches. So I have all my paper cut at 5 by 5, which means that you get 4 envelopes from a 12 by 12. And then you line up on the 2-inch line for the first punch, just for the first punch, and then after that you line up with the score line that you've already created. So here's my 5x5. You line up at the 2, punch, and score along this line, and then for the next 3 scores you line it up on the score line, and that's all you do, no matter what size you're making. So don't make it more difficult. Only line it up with the 2-inch the first time, and then just use your score lines. So that's how we do the envelopes. And then if you want, which you don't have to do it, but I think it does make it a little neater. Let's see if I can line up all these envelopes. That one's already done. Okay, so we got them all. I don't know if I can cut through that many. Let's go half. And you take your small, no, is it the small ones? No, you take your large divots there, your large corners, and you round them and use this back one to round them. And that helps when you're folding them, and it also just kind of gives it a finished look. I'll show you the difference. Okay, and then this one is rounded on the front and this one is not, so you can see it doesn't interfere with anything, it just gives it a nice finished look. Okay, so now to glue these together, super simple. I forgot to score that one. We're gonna eyeball it. Alright, super simple. Line them up. I'm just using some art glitter glue here. That is totally not lined up. Just kind of try and make that straight. And there you go. You have your little envelope. So let's talk about swaps. So I was in a group for a really long time, and I was enjoying the swaps because it gave me some prompts. Like I could do different things, and I learned some stuff like how to make pocket letters, or at least had a reason to make different things. So that was cool. And I did it for a really long time. However, saying that, I pretty much stopped doing it because I have a lot of crafting obligations, and I found myself not enjoying or not looking forward to deadlines, or just not wanting any more deadlines besides my design team stuff, which I love my design team. But yeah, it was getting to the point where it was stressful instead of enjoyable. However, oh, let's keep going on the why I stopped kick, and then I'll give you a little bit of insight here. I think I scored those a little off. You can see that it's coming up over. Not a big deal. It'll still fit. So the other thing was that I was spending way too much on shipping. I would spend more on shipping a month than if I were to buy new product. And although I liked sharing, you know, what I had, I didn't want to spend more giving it to other people than if I were to buy new products. So that was reason number 2. Reason number 3 is that I was getting a lot of stuff that I couldn't use and I couldn't display, and not necessarily in the packages for like extras, because the extras I always put in my like use next pile, but the actual items that I got. So I do have like a ring full of tags that I have. I have my pocket letter binder And I have a couple mini albums and junk journals displayed that I was, you know, that people made for me, but you guys know that I make stuff myself, so I have these items, and I can always give the ones away that I make, but I don't want to give something away that somebody else made because, you know, they made it for me, or, you know, so, and I haven't used them yet because I have so many of my own that I haven't used yet. So anyways, that's the story. However, following that up with a but, I think that pocket letters are a little different. One, they're less expensive to ship, depending on what you put in with them. Number two, they're easy to store. I have a binder just for pocket letters. And three, it's a good way to get to know your crafty friends because you put a little letter in the middle. So I still have to write the letter. I'll do that here in a little bit. Let's fill this up. So I found some purple sequins with some of this washi tape that took me forever to get off, like just to get it off the backing. It's going to be good for me now. So what I'm going to do is, once I get this off the backing again, it's a thin washi. I use this on my album too, and I had the same problem. But now that I have it off, let's just tear it off and then keep some out. Stick it to something. So here is my sequin. So I got some sequins. I found some metal bits. These are for stamping, but you can always, like metal stamping, but you can use like ink stamps on them. This one has a little saying on it. So does this one. This one's a butterfly, some lips, growing up. This is a metal like ribbon thing, and a black, you can write on there with white ink. So this is my metal bits envelope. And again, we'll just tear off some of this washi tape. Good way to use your washi tape up if you're like me and have excess washi tape. I have this little witch stamp, which doesn't really go with this particular Moonchild collection, but I like her. So somebody's getting a witch, and she was new, but she wouldn't fit in the pocket with all her packaging. So I removed some of the packaging. I'm gonna have to remove a little bit more, it looks like, for her to fit in the envelope. Let me see if she'll fit in the pocket before I close the envelope up here. Oops. Oh yeah, she'll fit. Okay, now we're good. So the middle pocket has my letter in it, so we need a total of 8 trinkets or envelopes full of goodies. So there's 3. Let's count out some more envelopes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, got some extra for next time. Cool. And here's my little bag of giveaway goodies. Let's see what else I have in here. I'm keeping it flat. I have some of these wood things. How about some of these sticky notes? Oh, they're individually packaged. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll just do all 4. And we'll cut them in half so they fit. Okay, so I went and got some more goodies. We have just some like flat back gems. I'll throw in one of these. If I had like a label maker, if I had time to make stickers, maybe I would like label each envelope. I hope she doesn't like fling it open, but I mean, I did package the sequins. I could put those in a little plastic bag too, but I don't know where they are. Okay, and then I have, oh, I forgot some. Oh, I did that. Okay, so there's that. Flat back gems. I have some wood veneer. People like putting these on handmade embellishments or pocket letters, so I think that's perfect for a swap. Just give them a little sampling. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, there we go. I have some cloth butterflies from Wild Orchids Crafts, and these are probably like 5 or 6 years old, so I do not know if they still have them. But I got a bunch back then, and people like using those for handmade embellishments and pocket letters also, or ATC cards or whatever. Okay. And then I have these different, I don't know what you want to call them, like pendants, I guess. Things that you can hang in jewelry. Okay, and then I also have 2 pins that I'll put in the pocket with my letter. I had a lady made these for me. I don't know if I bought them or if I got them at a swap. But she sent, or no, I bought these. I bought those. She had a whole pack of things. Okay, so, whoops. Finally, what I want to do is make a tassel, and I'll also use the same washi tape to tape this up. Let's just do that real quick, and then I'll go back in and poke the holes and rip the washi tape. That's not very good for my purpose. Any other time it would have been fine. Okay. So it still wants to rip. Okay, there we go. Just line it up with the pocket. Cut. Turn it over. Do the same thing. Alright, I think I'm done with the washi tape for now. And we're going to cut it down a little bit. One, because it's way big, and 2, because I tore it in several places. And then I'm just going to use my paper trimmer to trim this down, but not past the plastic. That looks pretty good, and then I'll go back in and poke those holes. Okay, now to finish it up, I have a nice piece of stationery that I'm going to write my letter in. And I'm just going to pop these maybe in the back. And if you wanted to use like a big image, to put in the back, like to make it one cohesive picture from the back, you can do that. I'm just going to use my little envelopes because they match in no particular order because I'm too lazy to do that. Why aren't you going in? There we go. Leave the middle one blank for the letter. Again, I have little pins that I'll put in that one. I have a gem that fell out. Okay. And then let's make a tassel because it just adds some pretty. Now it's going to cost a little bit more to ship if you do this, but it'll be okay. This is my first swap in a while, so that one's too small. We'll put that one in last. So I just cut, I don't know, a whole bunch of trim. Different kinds. I did a piece of lace for bulk. And we have some, I don't even know what, bead dangle trim. We have eyelash trim. Go. You don't want it to be too big, so before we tie it up, it's going to double over like that. That's alright. That's not too much. Okay, so I'm going to take my D-ring, and I think I got these at BB Crafts, I think. I have a video on it. It's not going to let me put this beaded trim in there. It's too thick. So we can add that one afterwards. So just twist your trims together, double them up, stick them through the D-ring. And then find your middle again. Pull that through. I think I lost a couple. There's an easier way to do it. I have a video on it. Okay. Here we go. This one fell out, which is fine. Alright. Now we lost too many purples though. Let's start threading them back through. We'll go ahead and put this green through. Okay. Small white. Okay, we got our big lace through. And we're going to put this beaded trim through to add texture. Get on through there. There we go. And then I'll put this little tiny one in here, and then I'll use the big one to tie it up. I'm just gonna wrap it around a couple times. Okay, and then tied it in a knot, and that's all there is to that tassel. And then if you need to trim something because you got one hanging down or one too short or whatever, go ahead And then just to add a little bit more interest, I'm going to take these regular safety pins and put a couple charms on them. I have a wing and a star, and just pick a ribbon to put it on. And we want it to be out like that. And then if they want, they can always just take the charms off and use those separate. I have a big wolf here because I used a wolf stamp, maybe not on this one, but I have on the other ones. Let's put him on the purple. We'll put him by himself. I'm going to put these 3 hearts together. And you can always string these, but these aren't the best beads, these hearts and stars. I've had them for a long time because the quality is questionable, but for something like this, it's okay. It's just that they sandwich these 2 pieces of metal together with a piece of colored acrylic in the middle, and sometimes the holes don't line up. So that's what I was dealing with there. And then I got another wing and a couple stars that don't match, but that's okay. Star. Okay, so guys, after I get done with this, I'm going to go ahead and show you the sped up footage of me putting the actual pocket letter together. I hope you all enjoyed watching me stuff this envelope for my swap partner, and I will put the swap group below. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. Head on over to Artistic Studio Creations, ASC Supplies on Etsy, asccraftsupplies.com. They have a Facebook group. It's awesome. And I hope to see you there soon. Comment, like, and subscribe, please. And we'll talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.